Hello and welcome to the Southern Hockey Network. My name's Gavin Coker, joined alongside Todd, Parker, Lena Kay on the camera as we are set for puck drop on a Wednesday night. We've got the Warthogs taking on the Bearsharks. Todd, what are you looking for in today's game?
I'm looking for a lot of shots on goal, probably a lot of shots wide. Lots of great passing. We're going to see probably a few guys going up and down on the ice. And I don't mean skating north and south. I mean falling on their butts.
Well, that's one of my favorite things to catch in these games is Bogle now with the stick. See if he's got that hand peeled up. Had a splint the other day, but was able to win our player of the game last week in this matchup.
Here we go. Nice little stick handle there.
Now Bobby Bergman's going to take a fall.
There's our
and that's
first fall.
That's an early one. Start the fall counter, folks. That's one. Over under 17 falls in this game, as that one's going to be a whistle for an icing.
Well, this is unusual, how it happens. This is beer league. Boys, it's a late game, so we're probably going to see a few more of these happening. Lots of face-offs, lots of icing.
You got to get the legs under you early. The Bearsharks and the Warthogs face off last week. The Bearsharks came on top 5-3, and it's been an impressive start to the season for the Bearsharks. Have 18 goals for, only 4 against, as Heidel tries to get it out, but J.C. Colton comes away with it.
You know what they say, when you feel good, you look good, you play good. And those jerseys sure do look good.
We were talking before that never got an answer to what kind of Sharks or Bears are on the jerseys. Mentioned, thought it was a Mako. I have to agree after taking a couple looks at it, that one sent in the direction of Guimon. And now cutting back are the Bearsharks.
Nice shot on goal.
Good shot. Goes back behind the net. Logan Fermeri with it.
And a big
shot by him.
shot. Look at that tip.
Yeah, that was Mercadante from the blue line. Another shot towards the net. That one's in.
That's a good goal.
So Bearsharks waste no time. 1 minute and 45 seconds into this one, and they have already got a 1-goal lead.
Of course, hits that big celly in front of the camera.
That's what we've been asking for. We've been asking for big cellies.
We need some more team cellies.
We need some team cellies. I would love to see the rowboat. That's one of my favorites, the bobsled.
That was the first thing that came to mind.
Either the rowboat or the bobsled. You know, those are both high-quality contenders for best. Celly is a backdoor pass. Now pass to the slot. Jamming around for it where the Bearsharks are going to keep it in. Mercadante towards the net. And who else but downtown Dion Brown playing in his 47th game of the week, and we're only on Wednesday.
I don't know how the Bearded Wonder does it. He's got gas for every game.
I'm convinced that he's here when the doors are closed. He's playing ghost games at the Polk Athletic Complex. It's just him, but, you know, anything to get on the ice. There's no better place to play hockey than the Polk Athletic Complex. I mean, you've got a great broadcast crew come and cover your beer league games, and Dion Brown might be joining me in the booth later this week if he is not on the ice. We'll see if I can finally secure him.
It's going to be tough to pry him away.
It's like catching a Pokemon.
You just got to catch him once.
He just keeps shaking out and ends up back on the ice. As Ben Johnson now with the puck, one of the subs in this game for the Warthogs. As a shot, that one rolls in on Fermeri, and he'll make a save.
Nice little 5-hole save there. I thought that one was going to poke through for a second.
That was Derek Lang with the save. Excuse me, Derek Lang with the shot. Drew Fermeri with the save. And I'm all sorts of backwards today. It's these late night games.
It's definitely past my bedtime.
Normally I'm plugging in the nightlight by now. Not that I need it. You guys didn't know that. I don't sleep with a nightlight. I'm not afraid of the dark. I promise. It comes out to the near side corner. Tim Bregman's going to send it around the boards off the net.
I do tell you what, though, this defense for the Bearsharks doing a great job keeping the puck in the zone.
Yeah, doing an excellent job. On the forecheck, Bogle a backhand. And
there's fall number 2.
And taking a fall was Ash.
This will go for a long ice.
Is that one going to be whistled? With 8:33 left to go.
Tell you what, if you guys, those listening in the broadcast, if you haven't been up to this arena yet, you want to check it out. It's a beautiful facility.
They have some of the best ring food I've ever had at the Slapshot Bar and Grill.
That was going to be the next words out of my mouth.
Just got the liquor license, put in the beer and beer league, got the best burger I think I've ever had, and that's a high mark. I've had some really good burgers. I cook some really good burgers, so for someone that make a better burger than me is impressive.
I must tell you, the chicken strips here, perfect.
There's not a thing that you can order on the menu. The wings, the boneless wings, which are chicken nuggets. Boneless wings or chicken nuggets, I will die on that hill. I am here for controversy tonight as well as I am to call hockey. As this one along the near half wall. Bogle with it, sets up, looks for a shot, fans on it, and we're going to get a fall by Colton. It's going to roll in. Bogle a shot, gets blocked in front. Bearsharks still with it, now comes out to Logan from Mary. He's going to skate it up near this.
Fall counter number
boards.
3.
Now from Mary driving in. Hasn't knocked away off of his stick for a second. Now gets it towards the net. Colton lines up here, and that's going to be fall number 4. Looks like there's a piece of the stick on the ice. And he's going to go off for the equipment change. Someone tell the equipment manager J.C. Colton needs a new stick. If I have to go down there and be the Warthogs equipment manager, I will. A 7:10 left to go in this one. Ben Johnson back for it, and J.C. Colton looking to fix the stick there. And now taken away by Lang.
What a great look.
Now goes cross ice, backhanded into the neutral zone. Bearsharks back for it, Heidel.
Great pass.
Moves it up the near side boards to Lang. Lang driving into the slot is going to shoot towards the net. It's going to go wide. Now a sharp angled shot. That one blocked by Tim Brigman. Another shot off the stick of Brigman, tied up. Doesn't escape the zone. A shot towards the net.
Great tip there. Tell you, the shots from the Bearsharks just keep coming. Another great hold in from the defense.
Looks like Nick Kioster wearing the white jersey. Now J.C. Colton tries to get it on the stick, taken away by Heidel. Heidel taps it to center ice. Kioster, who had a bar down wrister last week in the 5-3 win, ended up slamming into the far corner boards as well.
Tell you what, I think, in my opinion, that was a little offside there.
There's now a backhand. And Tim Brigman tries to clear it out of the zone. Put a lot on it. But now up the other way, the Warthogs. And looks like someone on the defensive end there was seeing ghosts. That was Lang was swatting at flies. I'm not sure, trying to keep his balance. There are not bees in the rink. I'm not quite sure what was going on there, but has recovered his pain driving it up the other way. Now check and gets it, and a shot for Mary, getting the shoulder on that one, bounces into the netting, stays in the rink, so no souvenir. Unfortunately, I would go down there, get that puck, have someone sign it, and put it in my puck collection case. I've got a couple of them from a couple of games where we've almost filled out 2 cases, me and Lena, on our collection at home. She is locked in watching the Dallas Stars game while on the camera. So she cannot hear a word I'm saying.
That or she's ignoring you.
It might be a little bit of both.
So we do have to address the elephant in the room here.
There's an elephant?
Chicken nuggets
are
not boneless wings.
I don't know. I mean, the thing is if you can just pop them in your mouth and you just cover them in sauce, does not change the fact that those are chicken nuggets. Because popcorn chicken and chicken nuggets are pretty much the same thing in theory. They're all made of chicken.
How dare you? Do not bring popcorn chicken into this.
Publix popcorn chicken is just chicken nuggets.
Oh, jeez.
And I had popcorn chicken today, so I can speak on that. I went to Publix before I had one of my final classes of the semester.
Great,
but everyone's entitled to their own opinions. You're entitled to your own wrong opinion. It's okay.
Look at this breakaway here.
There's a backhand from Area save, and we'll get the cover.
What a save.
4:26 left to go.
I must say, that's some great foot speed there. Is that old Baby Shark?
Was that Tyler Davis? He said his dad came up, told us that Baby Shark Tyler Davis was on the ice, and Lena giving us the call that the Stars are up 2-0 Go Stars go. I'm a Lightning fan, but in the West, go for the Stars. Jason Robertson with an assist and a goal. Now he just needs a fight for a Gordie Howe hat trick.
Was he trying to be Brandon Hagel?
You know, no one can be Brandon Hagel. No one can be a spark plug. And no one can be Dion Brown as he got the puck and flips it out. And no, kept him for a moment, but still battling for it. Using one hand on the stick.
He is all over the ice tonight.
Is now kept in by Bogle. Kioster taps it to Bogle. Colton taking his third fall of the game as it rolls towards Mary. Yeah, we're counting it, Colton, if you're listening. We know how many times you've fallen.
So that'd be the total to 6 falls?
I think that would be 6 falls.
Again, Bearsharks defense with another great keep in here.
They're putting the pressure on, and that's what we've expected, is there's no icing on this one. 3:25 left to go. And this one is Papa Shark Pete Davis sends it around the boards. Bearsharks gonna move it up the other way. Ash cross ice to Kioster. Driving. Fires it wide of the net. Comes out to Logan Mary. Pressured by Kioster on the forecheck. Has it on the backhand. Kioster takes a fall. That's 7. We went from 6 to 7.
I'm not even going to hit 6-7. No,
You know,
I hear it at home with my kids too much.
I'm just trying to show that I'm not getting that old.
The fact that we don't like to hear it means we're getting old.
No, I'm only 25. I'm not that old, I promise. Because that one's sent around the boards for an icing, and that's going to be a whistle.
I'm going to say I was 25 years ago, but we're going to let that one go.
We're not going to talk about it. We're not here to bring up past traumas. That's what therapy's for. This is beer league hockey on a Wednesday. I am not your therapist. Unless you pay me, I'll sit and listen. I'm a good listener. I'm just not going to bring you the solutions you want to hear. That is why I am not a therapist. I am a hockey broadcaster.
But that's why we have hockey. Hockey is our therapy.
Hockey is therapy. You just can't drop the gloves. Well, maybe you can. It's frowned upon. You will get suspended for a couple games, but at the end of the day, it might be worth it. As Evan Chapman, the captain for the Warthogs, on the far side half wall.
Good offensive play by the Warthogs. The first time they've been in the zone of the Bearsharks.
So that was a sharp angled shot by Chapman. Brown tries to shovel it towards the slot. Bearsharks came away with it. Now Bobby Brigman gets it to Dion Brown. That one's blocked. Now Bearsharks going to send it up the other way. A stretch pass onto the stick of Heidel. Cutting out wide, cuts back in. A shot from area save. That one hit the left side post.
Another great save by the Warthogs goalie. He has been on fire tonight and absolutely getting hammered with shots.
Yeah, gave up the first one, but since then has been really strong as Wendell now tried to get around downtown Dion Brown, and that's just not possible.
The magic bearded man at it again.
Sends it in as Warthogs refer a change. The Bearded Wonder, I've heard him called. There's too many nicknames for Dion Brown.
Should call him something else, like never gets off the ice, Dion Brown.
Something.
Here we go.
There's now a chance, a shot, sharp angle.
Try to tuck that in short side there.
Thought maybe we were going to see that pass, but it would have been a tough pass as this one sent across the boards to Baby Shark Tyler Davis.
Great patience to hold up for that icing.
That's the last time I'm going to say it. Papa Shark Pete Davis said that he might kill us, he might kill him, but it doesn't matter. We said Baby Shark Tyler Davis. As that one shot wide of from Mary comes out to Bobby Brigman. Brigman settles it down, flips it up, and that one's going to be chipped out of the zone. Kioster's going to come away with it. Final minute of action in the first period. Tim Brigman's going to send it up the boards. Dion Brown steps off the ice. Now sent to Kioster. Skates it and dumps it deep. Now Tim Brigman, far side corner.
I will tell you, for 10 o'clock beer league game, this is a very long minute.
Those minutes got to be brutal out there for the team and the skaters, especially coming off a long work day. Is that one into the chest of Ben Johnson?
That's fall number 7.
Count it.
Oh, excuse me, 8.
Oh, 8. Looked like that was going to be maybe a hooking against Bobby Brigman. Final 10 seconds. Ben Johnson's content just to hold it, but gets it to Bobby Brigman. Final 5 seconds. Skates in. Let's see if we'll just take a hard slap shot here.
There it is.
And he does, and that one goes wide of Papa Shark Pete Davis, and that'll do it for the end of the first period.
What a great sportsmanship there.
And that's what you love is both teams are going to get a breather. And I want to take a second to shout out Teresa School of Dance, a dance school based in Indiana and a proud supporter of the Polk Athletic Complex live stream. Visit them at tsod.co. If you're interested in sponsoring a future broadcast, reach out to the Polk Athletic Complex or the Southern Hockey Network to learn more.
You know, fun fact, I used to be a dancer.
Did you? I could see it. You're graceful out there on the ice when you're with the Warriors and the Lightning.
Ballroom, actually.
That's impressive. What was your favorite style of ballroom dance? I gotta ask. Dancing with the Stars. If we had Dancing with the Stars here at the Polk Athletic Complex, what are you dancing?
The merengue.
Oh,
okay. I got some spice in my step.
Get into the Latin roots. But we're gonna take a quick 30-second break, and we'll be right back when both teams get set for the second period. So as you can see, Papa Shark Pete Davis on your screen now. Off to our right, goalies have switched sides. Bearsharks holding a 1-goal lead is a long minute rest. As Todd was saying, you couldn't hear him because we had the mics off, but both teams ready to go. Goalies switch sides. Warthogs trying to find a way to get back into this one. As we get set to go for the second period, puck is dropped. Warthogs start with the opening faceoff and now look to maybe find a way to put a goal on the board and tie this one up. This one's sent down the ice, and an easy icing whistle there at the start of the second period.
You know, I never understood these icings sometimes, especially in a late game like this. Puck moving that slow, everyone's kind of slowing down. Let's just let it keep it rolling. Don't blow the whistle. We just need to keep the game going.
You know, and the icing is obviously different in adult hockey league. You blow the whistle, it does come down to the other end, but everyone's allowed to change. There's no keeping people on. Obviously, with shorter benches in some games, that you definitely don't want to have people out there for 3-4 minute shifts. Some teams only have 5 skaters. Some come in with 8, so you just never know. As this one rolls in on from Airy, it's going to stick it to the corner.
Myself. That was a great play by the goalie there.
And now Bogle takes a fall in.
Big fall.
And that twirl brought to you by the Teresa School of Dance, a dance school based in Indiana, a proud supporter of PAC live streams. Visit them at tsod.co if you're interested in sponsoring a future broadcast. Reach out to the Polk Athletic Complex or Southern Hockey Network. As the Warthogs score, I can't even get through an ad read. They've tied this one up.
What a howitzer from the point. That was a ripper.
And now we've got a new hockey game. Only 11-13 into this one.
You know, if that skater had the chance to go to those dancing classes, I bet you they wouldn't have fell there.
100%, as that was Brennan Bogle.
By the way, we're just informed by our lovely camerawoman, it is 2-1 Stars.
Man, it's getting wild in that game. But if you wanted jokes, it's okay. You don't have to laugh at home. It was funny to me, and that's what matters.
Oh, what a great play there. Little slip of the puck.
Well, we hope you guys are enjoying this late night action on the Southern Hockey Network. between two tough teams. It's a hard shot
shot
from the blue line. That was Mercadante. And Fameri getting the kick save there. Comes back out to Mercadante. Wasn't able to handle it cleanly. Now fires it to Fameri. He makes another save. And now once again out to Mercadante. Getting deja vu is a shot from Mercadante, now backhanded by Ben Johnson.
Third shot in a row there.
Now another shot from the far half wall.
Bearsharks
4 shots in under 45 seconds.
all over them right now.
And now a chance. Nope, turned over. Bearsharks with it. Another shot from area save. Rolls back behind the net.
You can tell right now the Warthogs are definitely flustered, completely out of position.
As another shot, that one goes wide of the net. That's Heidel.
There we go. Now they have control. Here we
And
go.
now Logan Fameri showing off the speed. Cuts inside, loses the puck before he gets it into the zone. And now Ben Johnson up the far side boards. Driving downhill, tries to cut inside. Cut off there by Scotty Stewart.
Oh, downtown Dion Brown with the puck again.
He's got it back behind the goal line. Now backhands it up the boards. Case guard with it.
Magic pass there from the Bearded Wonder.
And now Logan Fameri cutting inside, this time onside. Gets the puck in the zone, but then stolen away by the Bearsharks. They're up the other way. Tyler Davis. Now Jason Ash with it. Tied up in the skates along with his stick. Now out the other way. Now it comes out to Kioser, who tries to chip it around the boards. Comes away with it. Downtown Dion Brown gets in the way, steals it. And now sent back into Lang. Lang back defensively, sends it up the board. Stolen away by Fameri, and that one's an easy offside whistle for the officials.
Looks like he got a little excited there.
Did not need the glasses, the binoculars for that one. That was clear as day. We could see it here in the booth. They could see it on the ice.
Tell you what, Bearsharks looked fantastic in this game tonight. They are all over the Warthogs.
Must have been playing some sewer ball, I don't know, over on the roller rink outside, getting the warm-ups. J.C. Colton tried to skate it in, was going to be offsides as Fameri was all the way down by Papa Shark Pete Davis. Maybe they were talking it over, asking him to give him one or two, and that whistle for an icing. So 8:38 left to go. As this one's coming all the way down the ice.
You know, it is a note to mention that the Warthogs tonight are down heavily on that bench, and they do have quite a few subs, so it does look like that their rhythm is just a bit off tonight.
Yeah, they've only got 3 on the bench. Meanwhile, you look over at the Bearsharks, they've got 7 as that one shot in off the draw. Tried to clear it out the zone. Tim Brigman tries to fire it as there were calls for a shot as that one goes towards Fameri, who's maybe looking for a chip. A backhand pass by Colin, and they score!
That is a great goal. Good hands and patience there to wait out the goalie and slip it 5-hole.
A between-the-legs pass from J.C. Colton sets up Brigman, and he tallies a goal. And this time, doesn't even point at the camera, doesn't show us the name on the back, just gets ready for the face-off. The showmanship is off. The showmanship is off from Brigman. It's about winning the game. It's bigger than the name on the back when these two teams face off as Tim Brigman sends it around. Nate Ballinger ties it up with Colton. Comes out to Ben Johnson. So despite the Bearsharks having a lot of momentum in this one, the Warthogs now have a 2-1 lead. Is now sent to the far side boards. Getting a stick on it there was Ballinger. Settling it down is Chapman. Chapman to Colton. Colton's going to send that one in the zone. No icing because he was on the right side of that center ice red line. And now sent up the ice for the Bearsharks. Wydell out there with Davis and Heidel.
Tell you what, though, right now the Warthogs are definitely missing their heart and soul of their team, Arthur Wright.
Arthur Wright is not out there. The A10 Warthog, the official number on the jersey. As this one rolls into Papa Shark Pete Davis, and he's going to fire it down the ice. Was looking for the goal, but gets the pass to Heidel. And now Chapman was showing us that the mouth guard he's got a mouth guard. He had it sticking out of his mouth. Looked like Matthew Tkachuk as that takes a shot, and it gets blocked. Goes out to the near side corner.
You know, I am impressed, though. We haven't seen a fall yet in this period.
Why would you say that?
Because I want to see a fall.
It's like you just never say a goalie's going to get a shutout because I have the habit of ruining it every time I do. It's the broadcaster's jinx. So I thought we were going to see Bogle take a spill there and now sent up by Langle. Brigman has it on his stick. Bogle on the forecheck. Gets it out of the zone to Colton on the skate. Cuts back in center ice, chips it up
Great play. Great play.
To Tim Brigman. And now a Bearshark. There it is. You asked for it. You said there. And now we get 2 for 1.
We're 2 for 1 special, boys.
God, it's my favorite when there's 2 for 1 at Publix. And we've got 2 for 1 at the Polk Athletic Complex here tonight. 2 for 1 falls. We've got a special.
Buy one, get one free.
Come on down. You don't even have to buy one. We're giving them out. It's like Oprah. You get a fall. You get a fall. You get a fall. As we get a whistle.
Everybody gets a fall.
So we'll get a whistle after all the action. And I'm not talking about goals. With 6:09, the New Jersey area code left on the clock. I pulled that out because that's my area code on my phone number.
That was a good little piece of information there. That was very
If you
slick.
didn't know
You pulled that one out.
Like I said, thinking on my feet is my specialty.
Oh, I thought he was going to get a breakaway there. And just so everyone is on the same page, fall counter is at 10.
I'm glad you're keeping track. Right now, we're still able to count it on 2 hands, but we're not very long before we won't be able to.
You did predict 17, is that correct?
That was the number that I said jokingly. I would go buy a lottery ticket if we do end up at 17. I might be lucky tonight. I don't know. It's a shot and saved there by from Mary.
Great blocker save.
There's now a sharp angle. Looks like was going for the pass. Ash was hanging in that blue paint area. And now Payne sends it across ice. Stewart not able to find it. Logan from Mary's going to chip it into the zone. Tries to drive in. He takes a sharp angle shot. Hits off the side of the net. Still with the puck. Tries to get past the slot. Taken away by Guard. Guard sends it up. And that went down. And they're going to wave off an icing. Maybe said Dion Brown could have played that one. But he just let it go. I was for sure that they were going to call it there. As now Ben Johnson sends it up.
I think the problem was that they saw Dion Brown out there and they said he'll get to it.
He'll get to it.
Tell you what, I've had the opportunity and pleasure of playing with Logan from Mary. Fantastic locker room, man. Fantastic.
That's what you need sometimes. You just need a good locker room guy as he's going to chase after the puck against Mercadante, and they're going to tie it up along that far side corner. Mercadante is going to come away with it.
He's got no quit. Always hustling.
And that's been a difference maker is the hustle of this Warthogs team. Is now Payne's going to slide in. Takes a shot from area save. On the backhand was Heidel. And from area going to get the cover there.
Oh, Fameri's been under siege this whole game and just holding them in there.
So 4:19 on the clock. Somehow the score bug ended up getting down to 3:18. Maybe I don't know what I'm doing over here on the computer.
It's definitely computer's fault.
It's never me. It's like when you when you shoot and you fan on it, you check the stick. It's never the user. It's always the equipment.
I feel like you're in my head. Ooh, you feel that wind? I felt the wind from that fan. Got a little chilly all of a sudden.
And that's saying something because it's already cold in this ice rink.
Look at that pass from the goalie. Tape to tape.
That's Papa Shark to Baby Shark. We've got it in a shot there saved by Farmeri. That would have been an assist to Papa Shark Pete Davis if that would have ended up in the net.
Shark to Shark. What a great play. It's almost like they're father and son.
They just are on another level, another wavelength.
It's like the Sedin twins, except not.
You know, you could say they might share a strand of DNA or two. I don't know. They just seem like they're otherworldly. Is now Logan from Mary on the breakaway.
Look at that foot speed.
You talked about the hustle. He drives in, backhand, and a save by Papa Shark. A shot by Chapman, and it's in.
Now that's a good team goal.
You want to talk about teamwork? Logan from Mary with the speed sets up the rebound, and Chapman puts it in the back of the net. And now a 3-1 lead for the Warthogs.
And Logan's already in the circle, wanting another one.
Didn't even want to celebrate. It's straight to business. Straight to business on a Wednesday night.
He did give the booth a good stare, though.
He did look up here. He at least acknowledged that we were here. He did nothing else. He acknowledged we were here. As that one down the ice for an icing.
I want to say good job on the refs. That was a great icing call.
We appreciate the officials coming out and calling these games. We know they're late. Guimond took the night off. Well, I say took the night off, but got called up to the NHL, was working at the Lightning game last night where they won 3-2 in overtime, but is now back here reffing this one.
Tell you what, he's not only a good ref, he's a great coach. He's a coach for my daughter's volleyball team.
He was telling me that he had to leave the other day early to come out here and ref from a volleyball as a fan there by Tyler Davis.
Oh, so close to another breakaway for Logan.
As now Ben Johnson, but straight off the bench is Bogle battling against Johnson. And what a play there by Johnson to cut Bogle off, who had fresh legs straight off the bench and scored a goal last week. As now it's sent up the ice. Lang with it, sends it across to Bogle. Bogle's going to skate it in.
Lang.
Bobby Brigman on the back check. Forces Bogle to get a weak shot away. Tim Brigman sends it around the boards.
Tell you what, Lang not only has got a good hockey number there, 42. I might be a little partial to that. Those gloves are fantastic he's got on too. It's bringing the style with the grace.
You get a 2-in-1 package.
Great. Another great job keeping that puck in on D.
And now sent in towards Chapman. A stick lift there by Brigman, but Bogle comes away with it. And now Ben Johnson trying to get the clear. Holding down the slot. Brigman tried to get to Fameri. A shot there blocked by Chapman. Rolls it on Fameri. And will get a cover.
That was a good dig for the puck there right before the whistle. Trying to poke that loose.
Looking for loose change, as I like to say there. Stamp it on your bingo card. I said it. I know. You knew it was coming. Whatever. You've listened enough. I said loose change. There it is. Go get your lotto ticket if you were waiting on that one.
I'm waiting for the 17 falls to get on because I'm going to join you if that happens. We're still at 10.
I don't care what the size of the Powerball is. I will be buying a ticket. If it's $5, I have a feeling I'm going to win. As Mercadante keeps it in, and he takes a fall. That's 11. And a breakout the other way. But a great stick by Scotty Stewart on the defensive end on the back check.
Oh, what
now Payne gets it around. Dion Brown drives in a pass to the slot, out of the reach of Idell. Backhand by Mercadante. It's out to the far side corner. Bobby Brigman sends it up the ice, gets it out of the zone off the stick of Stewart. Stewart back for it. Looks across ice. Realizes he has case guard. Now taken away by the Warthogs. Colton tries to backhand it, and Heidel comes away with it and sends it towards the far side half wall. Johnson back defensively for the Warthogs. Settles it down, tries to look for a pass, gets it up the boards to Brigman. Kept in by the Sharks, rolls it on for Mary, makes a save. Now back behind the net to Johnson. Tried to send it around the boards.
We are down to a minute in the second.
So 53 seconds left, a 2-goal lead, the most dangerous lead in hockey. Any lead is dangerous, but specifically 2. I don't care what people say. It's like the boneless wings being chicken nuggets. 2 minutes is the most dangerous lead in hockey, and boneless wings are chicken nuggets.
Look, I don't want to work for my food. I just want to eat it.
And I respect it. I too choose to go boneless over bone-in.
But if there's chicken strips, I will choose those over all day long.
I don't know. I don't think chicken strips are better than boneless wings or chicken nuggets, as I like to call them.
Then you have not tried Wingstop, my friend.
That might be true. Have you ever had Dave's Hot Chicken? You know what?
Yes,
let's stop talking about food. I'm getting hungry. There's still another 12 minutes. Is the final 8 seconds in this period. As now we're just going to get the end of the period.
That's the horn. You know what that means. It's time for a breather and time for a beer because this is Beer League.
I don't see any beers on the bench. I don't see any poker tables. I've seen some teams play poker during the intermission. I'm not seeing that. That's the kind of contents we need. Is both teams will get a short little break. The officials will get a break. And the Warthogs, with a 3-1 lead, will take a short break, and we will be back for the third period here on the Southern Hockey Network. So we're back for the third period. Is some chirping up in the booths from Parker to downtown Dion Brown, telling them to move the feet. There's no coaches on the bench. They're up here in the booth calling the games.
Well, I mean, I got to admit, this is like his 27th game this week, so.
I mean, the legs have to be exhausted. There's just no way.
The heart's there.
I want to give a shout out to Jimmy Porter dropping a nugget saying that Logan Fromeri, part of one of the original 4 teams here at the Polk Athletic Complex, played for the 5-hole Bombers. A little bit of lore drop in there.
The Lakeland Bombers, what a great team. I played with them. Keith Sumner was on there as well. Good bunch of guys. Great championships. Multiple championships, I might ask. Here we go.
Fromeri driving in. We talk about him and he shoots and Papa Shark somehow gets it with the ankle save.
What a save. Can't really say flash in the pad, more flash in the ankle.
Yeah, I just don't even know how that was a save, but it does not matter. It's Papa Shark going to stick that one away from downtown Dion Brown. Now it's going to come back down the ice. No ice.
And wave it off.
And Nick Kioster with some speed trying to take it from Colton. Colton sends it around the boards. Chapman's going to cut it off and send it out of the zone. And now a chance for Ballinger, who hasn't just escaped the stick, and now Logan Fromeri.
Just all over the ice tonight.
Has really chose his spots really well, is not wasting any energy. Anytime he can take the puck, he will. Is Lang almost taking a spill there. We did get one on the back end, so that's 12.
I see it.
I don't know if that counts as a fall. I didn't really see it. I just know there was someone down on the ice. That's 12.
I saw it. It was 12.
Okay, that's 12. As long as someone's paying attention.
Look at it from Mary also, too. I must say, it is nice being a younger player. He's got the win for it.
Is now sent up by Tim Brigman.
I'll tell you what, though. He's playing great positionally back, making sure he's covering his points. He's having a great game.
High hockey IQ is that one sent in by Bobby Brigman. Comes out to Fromeri. And I mentioned, picking your spots really well is what Logan's been doing all game. Is this one sent down the ice? That one looks like it has enough for icing, and it does. And we're going to get a whistle there with 9:30 left to go in the third period. And firing that one down the ice towards the net. Is it going to go? No, it's going to be stopped. You never let one of those go. I don't care if the whistle blows. You never let a puck in the back of your net. So good on Mercadante standing up for Papa Shark. Not even making him have to make the save.
No, just a great teammate there, making sure none of that shenanigans happen.
No shenanigans. I know this is beer league, and that's where shenanigans happen, but none of it after the whistle. Because now the Bearsharks trying to get up the other way. Good stick there by Brennan Bogle. Drives in. A 3-on-1 backdoor to Kioster out of the reach. Kioster slows it down, tries to get a pass to the slot. Now another touch pass. Kioster stick lifts on downtown Dion Brown, gets it to the slot. Ben Johnson was there. Good defensive recovery as Case Guard now moving up into the forward spot. Told me he was going to play a couple different positions in this game.
Another big shot from the point, just wide.
Texted me before, let me know he was playing left wing to start the first. Switched to right wing, back to left wing. Pretty sure he was even playing defense.
We call that a utility player in this league.
Well, I said it last week, 70% of the earth covered by water, 30% covered by Case Guard. And it rained true last week and fanned on one there.
Pass just through the crease there.
I'm trying to get to Fromeri, and Bogle takes it away. Now a drop pass to Mercadante, who fires it towards the net. It rolls in on Fromeri. Still loose. Bogle backhand try, and now he's going to try to get it out of the zone. And it's going to get over the stick of Stewart. Now looking for Fromeri. We're going to get our 13th ball of the game, and Fromeri a breakaway. Shoots. Saved by Papa Shark. Rebound. And off the iron by Brigman. Now Fromeri cuts to the slot. Has it stolen away by Kioster. Kioster to Guard. Guard and Bogle up the other way. 2-on-2. Guard to Bogle out of the reach. It's going to go to the far corner.
Good back and forth third period here so far.
Ben Johnson takes it from Bogle, sends it up the boards to Brigman. Brigman sets it up for Fromeri. Fromeri versus Stewart. Fromeri cuts inside, showing off the stick handling. Has Brigman, shoots it on Papa Shark, makes the save. Kioster clears it out to the far near side half wall. And out of the zone, Ben Johnson's going to skate into it. Woo, I'm out of breath. That was a lot as Ben Johnson slows it down.
Tell you what, Papa Shark there is going to give a lot of love to that post, saving him.
Papa Shark makes some of the biggest saves I've seen, and I don't know how he does it. As Payne shot on for Mary, gets that one 5-hole, and we're gonna get a whistle with 7:17 left to go. Good chances at both ends, and both goalies making big saves.
This has been a fun third period so far. I love this atmosphere. The crowd is getting into it.
There's no better, we were talking about, there's no better sport to watch live than hockey, and it doesn't matter what level you watch it at. Is this one sent towards the net backhand?
What
and for Mary, gets over.
Face.
Use the, I'm not sure if that was the side of the helmet or the shoulder, but sacrificing the body as Chapman tries to stick that one, gets it to Colton. Colton's going to flip it out of the zone.
Good quick hands there.
Colton's made big plays and showed good poise as he gets it in the zone and fires it towards the goalie. Had the mindset of making the goalie make the save.
The transition game here has been great so far.
There's now a shot and on from Mary. Not a lot on that one, so relatively easy save. But sometimes you do that to the goalie. They make it, you make them think it's an easy save. Maybe the puck bobbles a little bit. I mean, I did see that Morgan Geekie scored from the halfway point yesterday in a game on Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. Yes, I can say that name.
That was a great job. You know, I can tell from being a player, I'm one of those players that like to sneak on shots from anywhere on the ice. Sometimes they bounce, take a weird bounce over the shoulder. A lot of times you just catch the goalie not paying attention or not looking. You can sneak one in from distance.
And sometimes I would say it's puck luck. Sometimes you just have it, sometimes you don't. You could shoot from anywhere. I call that a goal scorer shot, but sometimes it's the puck having its own eyes.
Puck luck is a huge thing in hockey. And those of you that don't understand, some nights the puck just falls on your stick and goes your way no matter what you do. Some nights you can't get it to get anywhere near you.
Is now sent down into the Bearsharks zone. No icing. It's waved off, so Ling's going to play it. Has the zebra tape job on the end of the stick, the black and white tape.
I think we call that the Pasternak.
The Pasternak. Okay. See, I'm learning new stuff. As that one shot, the bottle pops, but there's no goal. As now Bobby Bergman,
great move,
good
on
cut
the
move.
Side there. That's beautiful.
Trying to get around Ballinger, gets it into the zone, passes it to the slot, but nobody was there, and that's going to be number 14?
14.
14, we're 3 away as we got a whistle there. Looks like the
big money, no whammies. We need that number 17.
We are now 4 away from number 17. There's 5 minutes.
We can get at least one a minute, right?
Sarah calls for Nick Kioster to make something happen from Jacob Cawthorn in the chat, as that one's going to be down the ice for an icing.
That was an unfortunate bounce there with the puck just over the stick on the blue line.
We talked about it. Some nights you just have weird bounces, and that was one of them. As Davis was trying to kick the puck there, I thought he was about to take number 14, and we weren't even playing.
Sometimes those are the best. You can definitely tell here the Warthogs and the short bench are starting to get tired, even though they had an explosive start to the third period.
And it's just about hanging on. Obviously, you maybe want to add one more. We'll see if at any point we see the Bearsharks pull Papa Shark as Tyler Davis drives in a shot. That one catches Ben Johnson in the chest. He's been sacrificing the body. Is now hunched over there. And getting some props from Drew from Erie. You don't have as much padding as that one catches Ben Johnson in the ankle and goes out to the near corner. Ben Johnson's, we've talked about puck luck and it finding you. Right now, that is not lucky for Ben Johnson, as now we're going to get an icing.
I mean, I would say it's luck because he's blocking shots and preventing goals, but at the same time, it is not lucky to catch that vulcanized rubber to skin.
And he's got to play tomorrow for the senior mocks as well. So
that's a very, very exciting team to watch.
So much fun.
Those of you that get a chance to come out, admission is free. Come out, support your local hockey. It's some fantastic time with some great food, great drinks, good atmosphere, and good people.
Come put the beer in Beer League with us.
Here we go. There's an opportunity right here.
As Bogle drives in, he shoots. That one goes wide of the net.
Definitely
out to the near corner. And now trying to redirect it towards the net was Guard. Now Fameri tries to flip it out around Mercadante. Gets it up the boards, but guard keeps it in and now gets it down to Mercadante. Mercadante shoots it towards the net. It goes back behind. Now Ben Johnson sends it around. Mercadante there for it. Along the half wall. Shot into the skates and on the stick of Tim Brigman, who's going to flip it down the ice. That's got a lot on it. That is going to be an icing, no doubt about it.
I will have to say I have noticed the Bearsharks do a fantastic job of moving this puck around. Passing is fantastic to each other. Sometimes, though, I would say if they would just rip a shot here and there instead of looking for that extra pass, this might be a totally different game.
It's that moment when you're sitting at home and your team's on the power play and you're like, shoot the puck,
Yeah.
shoot the puck. And they don't, and then it gets cleared down the ice and you're like, what are we even watching?
Here he goes with another opportunity.
He's 1-on-4, drives in, has it knocked off the stick there. And now that's fall number 15, a shot by Brigman. Not sure Ballinger caught a piece of that before it got through on Papa Shark Pete Davis. But that's fall number 14, 15, 14? I don't know, math. There's been a lot. We're losing track. I need to put a fall counter on the broadcast.
I think that'd be a great idea.
I think I might ask for that.
Yeah, I think we're at number 14 now.
And I can see that the Minnesota Wild just scored a goal. So it looks like maybe they tied that one up. Yeah, it is 2-2. One of the legends of the game, Harrison X, scoring a goal.
Harrison Eck, what a great name.
What a great name. I always hear there's like names where you were just destined to play hockey. That's one of them. Harrison Eck. There was nothing you could be other than a hockey player.
That one and Bobby Brink.
Bobby Brink, Porter Martone.
That is a hockey name and a half. Yep, there's another fall. That's number.
Oh, we got two.
We got 2 for
16.
1.
We're at
2 for
16. One fall away from lucky number 17. They got to stop there. I will go down there. I will talk it over with both benches. Let them know that I don't want to see falls. This is not practice. A shot there, saved into the skates of Lang. I think if that one would have been touched, we would have gotten a whistle for it. No, you can't do a hand pass in the defensive zone.
Correct.
I lied. I do know the rules of hockey. Sometimes I forget them. I get ahead of myself. Payne drives in, takes a shot from
great
area.
Save.
A blocker save. A pad save. Now shot. Payne was there, but not able to get a stick on it as it had a lot on it. 2:25 left to go.
Stick on the ice. Something you're taught from a young age. Here we go.
Now Payne, a shot from area save.
Just flashing the glove.
We're going to get a whistle.
Just flashing the glove. Routine save. Can of corn.
So 2:17 left to go. I'm wondering if we're going to see Papa Shark Pete Davis. He's looking over at the bench. No one's looking over except for Nick Kioster. He's looking for the call from the coach, and the coach is nowhere to be found. He's probably asleep in the locker room.
Or at the bar.
Eating one of those really good burgers from the Slap Shop Bar and Grill that we talked about. As Lang comes away with it. Sells it down. Pass taken away.
Great hockey IQ there.
And now Mercadante is going to flip it over the stick of Dion Brown.
There's one of those opportunity shots we talked about earlier.
Starting to see the dump and chase. Final minute and 50 left to go.
Definitely seeing the dump. I don't know about the chase so much.
And now this one down the ice, but luckily it looks like it's going to roll into. No, just out of the reach. I thought it was going to roll in on Papa Shark Pete Davis as we're down to a minute 40 left to go. So with the icing, you would think Papa Shark is going to head to the bench. He's over at the faceoff dot. They're looking to talk it over. He's asking if he should come. They're telling him to go back.
I think he's just trying to get someone's attention.
And Bearsharks going to take a timeout. Looks like maybe an equipment issue. So we're going to get a timeout from the Bearsharks. They're going to talk things over, maybe see if Papa Shark Pete Davis is.
I would say that with the amount of opportunities the Warthogs have had, even though they are slowing down here at the end of the third, I don't know if I would pull a goalie, especially with Logan just absolutely ripping up and down the ice. He seems to be everywhere tonight.
I do want to see a 200-foot goal. I wouldn't be mad about a goalie goal. I've never seen one in person. It doesn't matter where it is.
I've never seen one in beer league, period.
Well, this might be the time. If Drew Fromeri can put one in the back of the net,
I would
the
love to see that. I would love to see that.
It takes an excellent control to get it done.
That one needs to be clipped and reposted everywhere.
I'm going. If that happens, we're going. I hear the Southern Hockey Network might end up on ESPN though, Joe.
Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun.
whatever I got to do to get that there, that will be on SportsCenter top 10, not top 10, which is what some of these falls tonight could be on. Luckily, they stay on the broadcast, and
I'll have to message Steve Dangle from the Steve Dangle Network, get him to repost it.
and maybe I will start sending these into ESPN. I don't know. Is that one shot wide of the net? Goes to the near side half wall. Scotty Stewart with it, looking for a pass, but chips it in off the stick of Colton. Now Nick Kioster down low. Tries to get a backhand pass, gets it to the slot, and that's a Vatina shot on from Mary, and the save.
What a save. Just sliding from post to post to make that one.
And Colton tried to get it out. Mercadante winds up. That one shot in, blocked by Brigman. Tim Brigman, and that's going to be 18. J.C. Colton, the effort play does fall. He broke the lucky number. But you love the effort from J.C. Colton as we're down to the final 60 seconds of this one.
It's going to be an intense minute. Here we go.
Nick Kioster, Papa Shark still between the pipes. And now we're going to get 19 and looking maybe for a penalty call. Nothing there. Davis a shot. That one goes wide of the net, was turning, so never really got a good look at the net. Now Fameri's going to chip it out. Final 34 left to go. So it looks like the Bearsharks protecting the goals against of their team. Mentioned have only given up 4. That's going to go up to 7 unless we see one more on the late rush from Mary with
Chapman. Look at that
Chapman.
hustle. Look at that defensive hustle coming back into play.
And Tyler Davis got back on the back check and maybe stopped the 2-on-1. It's now Nick Kioster. 1-on-2. Final 5 seconds. It's going to stand up to Brigman, and Brigman's going to give a little shove there, and that will do it.
Great game. What a game.
So in the second meeting between these two sides, the Warthogs even the season series at 1. These two teams are on a collision course a bunch more times. This novice division has been so much fun.
I'm invested. I can't wait for the next game.
And we're going to have another novice division game tomorrow. And the Southern Hockey Network will be there.
Who do we have tomorrow?
We've got the senior mocks taking on, guess who? The Warthogs will be back in action. So Ben Johnson's
back night. I hope they're not travel night.
Well, Ben Johnson's going to switch jerseys. He's out here wearing a Slugs one tonight for this game, but is going to put on the senior mocks jersey tomorrow where he is the captain. And then another game was added to the schedule, so at 8:45, we've also got the Slugs and the Polk checks. So we've got some good games. We've got some C division and some novice division, and it should be a good one.
It's been a fantastic game tonight. Again, those of you that are local in the area, please come out, watch some free hockey, get some great drinks, some amazing food, and come check us out in this amazing atmosphere.
So that will do it tonight from the Southern Hockey Network. Want to give a shout out to the Teresa School of Dance and the Slapshot Bar and Grill for sponsoring the broadcast, keeping us fed and teaching some of these players how to stay nimble out there on the ice, whether you can tell or not. But thank you so much for joining us as the Warthogs take this one 3-1, even the series 1-1. My name's Gavin Coker, joined alongside Todd Parker, Lena Kay on the camera. Have a great rest of your night. Tune in tomorrow for the Slugs versus the Polk Checks and the Warthogs versus the Senior Mocks here on the Southern Hockey Network.
Definitely
Have a great
going to catch
night.
that plane in Topeka, Kansas.
Topeka, Kansas.